Hello and welcome back to Productive Dragons channel. My name is April and today I am reshooting my 2020 bullet journal flip through. Let me show you what I used for 2020 bullet journals. I did a traveler's notebook style. This was my first traveler's notebook that I made that I started off with the year. It was a book that was made kind of steampunkish like. I did this on my Twitch channel. It's no longer available, but I used a book. I also used a book for the other traveler's notebook, which was fabricated all the way through. And here are all the inserts that I did and created for 2020, starting with January all the way to December. So let's get this party started. Let's start off with January. January, you think everything's going to be fine, new adventures, new challenges, new opportunities. I hate the new year, new me crap. So here was my monthly, just doing what I could. Here's my habit tracker, a little different. And then challenges, intentions, and goals. I wrote my goals in here thinking this is where I'm going to be. I used stickers for my weeklies and I was doing dailies. And just kept this up, with washi tape or sticky kit that I got from one of my freebies. I believe the first one I showed you was one from, this is Victoria Thatcher's. A lot of this is washi tape that I got from Simply Gilded. Trying different outlets and figuring out what I liked and just kept going. And here's another kit, also probably from Victoria. And then there's extra pages. So there's January. And we go into February. Oops, it's upside down. So I did another little creative page, and then put little sayings, no biggie. And then I kind of tried to do a Mardi Gras theme because Mardi Gras was ending up in February, not in March. So, and then I started doing some of my stuff. And I stopped kind of doing stuff. Here's the goals, because this is when all hell broke loose. And then here's another, and as you see, I dropped off. And it was like, okay, but still going, canceled this, and things were going on that, happened. Here's my anti-Valentine's Day one. I received this kit, and I can't remember the name of the company. I want to say it was, I'm not even going to say. I got it off an Etsy shop. Still doing dailies, trying to do something, different weeklies to just make me happy. This fell off. Then I did Mardi Gras because it was this week. More dailies. I tried to put some things in here going, okay, I need to post. And then, as you see, I did some trying out of different things of, okay, so how would I put a tracker together? In comes March. Simple March cover page. These stickers are from Hearts and Dragons. I did the monthly here, and then I did a monthly task list, and I did a brain dump. Here goes the task, and again, I'm off on the not posting. I'm not covering, so I'm like, here's the goals. Wasn't doing much with those either. Self-care tracker. Thought I'd try this. And then this time I decided, let's do some Dutch doors. So I had my weekly, and then I had my dailies in the Dutch door form. Again, same thing. Dutch door for that. Again, another Dutch door, just kind of, keeping it different. This time, instead of doing the half page, I did this paging for the dailies. And then I think I did my dailies here, and then the week went into April. Here's my April setup. All these are created by me. I did start putting stuff together, but then fell off. Didn't want to do it all of a sudden. So it was like, okay, the month was different this time. I just did a one page thinking, well, something change up, tasks to do. Here's my goals again. This time I did my habit tracker differently, thinking maybe that's what's keeping me from doing the tracking. 2020, I think, made me keep from tracking a little bit. Then I tried the intentions a different way, and then the challenge a different way. I tried a different way of doing a IG post page. Self-care was changed. It was a brain dump, projects that never happened. And then I did the Dutch door again, which I created this, but I never colored it in. And this time I did this way. I messed up, and it happens. I drew again, colored it in, and, just did a little bit. And then here we go with, let's see here, I skipped a page and then did this one, and I tried doing something totally different. Was putting, instead of putting everything down, I'd go, okay, well, let me just mark what I was supposed to do and have these. It worked a little bit, and I skip a page again, and then I did the Dutch door again, like so, and then I did this. Didn't really hit these, so, okay, let's be honest, 2020 wasn't a great month. This is May. This is my month. Someone sent me napkins of How to Train Your Dragon, and I am a big dragon fan, so my May month is always mystical animals or dragons, or choice. And I went back to the 2-page setup of the calendar, right back to the the habit tracker, went back to doing this, and I kind of liked this. It was just kind of interesting. I kept it around. The self-care, goals, brain dump, and then still doing the dailies here, and then drew some, said, okay, let's up the differences, and again the dailies, and then these were from Hearts and Dragons. I can't remember the other stickers. I'm very sorry, folks. I had this from Hearts and Dragons and all these. This is my month, so I like being dragon-like. And then this kit I received, I paid from Etsy, and it was a download. So there you go. There's the month of May. So I'm like, okay, let's try to get myself back into groove of things. So June, I did Pride Month, because June is Pride Month. So this time, I kind of did a Dutch door, but it's a little different. I had this as the habits. You'll see items that I need to post on IG. Still not doing well with that. Then I had this where the dates didn't have to be, so I ended up doing that and making this the habit, the little Dutch part. Real simple, not having to redo the numbers. And so, again, here's a weekly. We're back to dailies. I did a brain dump in the middle. Don't know why. Here is another setup where I use stickers. This was, I believe, Chrissy's designs from Michael's, from her collection. A little bit more of, just having fun. I did this. This was a challenge. I want to say Men Who Bullet Journal created this challenge. It was just patterns, and so I did the patterns. Then I had this one, and then I did the different flags that has been noted. A little bit more, and then my daily stayed there, and we go into July. So July was a little bit neutral, but I put a note section here, made a big thing. Habits, still working. IG posts, still working on that. And I'm like, okay, but I still did the Dutch door, which was even more fun. Is to keep that Dutch door so I wouldn't have to rewrite each one. So this was good. I did a routine, a brain dump. And then I was just marking stuff. So I have no idea where these different things came from. This is a kit from Victoria Designs. I'm pretty sure of it. I don't know why I skipped the middle. I did. This is another kit. It's not from her. I don't remember who did this one. I'm very sorry. I did post when I post these, I would always give credit to the people who printed. These are free, so. But here we go. I'm still doing weeklies and I'm doing dailies with them, and I believe this was mixed media paper. This is all mixed media paper. So next we have August. And so I tried something different in August. Here's the monthly, same old, same old. And then the habit trackers, and I went towards the attentions this way, and then the self-care, and then I tried to do the IG post this way, maybe make it a little bit more sense. I did some goals, did a brain dump, did the dailies here, and then I kind of started doing something a little different. I did a weekly, but I didn't do any dailies with it. It had a little bit of this thing popping up, which turned out to be the running weeklies. I found out about running weeklies and I thought, what the heck, let me try this out. And I seem to have loved this because this is just when I decided I'm just going to do weeklies. I'm no longer doing dailies. I tried a different weekly setup this time, but it looks like I went back to the running weeklies, the way I do it. Now, this is not the correct way, but it's the way I do it and I work this way. So, because in September, you will see that a lot of the stickers that you will see in this is from the Sticky Club, and it was for the month of August. And it was, at the time they were called retro, they're now called vintage. And I did a 1-page here and then task over here. I'm like, okay, I did my goals and things that I wanted to do. And then I tried circles trackers. I'm like, okay, let's change it up a little bit. So I did some circle trackers to give me something different. And the self-care was one way, the IG post, and then trying to cover these things here and going, okay, this is what I need to post and whatnot. And then I had some classes that I wanted to make sure that I was taking my classes. So I had all these classes. And then I did my first challenge, which was a lettering / drawing challenge. You could draw or you could letter or you could do both. It was up to you. I did a few on the both. As you will see, some of these have some both in it and different things, and it was fun, like it and things like that. I enjoyed it. I got a kick out of people doing it. And then just small little things. That one I know you couldn't see, but there you go. And then we went back to the running weeklies. I seem to love those. So here we go. I'm doing running weeklies on every one of these things. So next, I have October, my favorite time of the month. Let's be honest. And this one I also used Sticky Club for September, which was the cute and the retro. At the time, it was called retro. I made little pockets for them. And this was my cover page. Here's my whole month. Again, with the circle trackers, I created this one and basically printed it out and would mark in the things. Otherwise, I'd print this, do the same thing. Here's this. I was supposed to do routine, then do it. Try to do this again. This time, I was given a Fitbit in the month of September, toward the end. So I decided I was going to make a new tracker. One was for sleep, one was for steps. I screwed this one up, but you'll find out later I fixed it. And then I did my goals again. And this time I had another lettering / drawing challenge. I did only lettering this time. And here's my new setup of the different running weeklies this time. This time I was doing them up top instead of on the side. And we have these, and I was really liking it. It was kind of nice. I set this one up a little differently just to see if I kind of preferred that, and just had fun. Next is November. November, I used watercolor paper when I created this insert. All inserts that we created, they have scrapbook paper as the top, and you either have paper, mixed media, this one's watercolor. You'll notice I don't have any, but every page that is done in here is done with watercolor. And then I drew on top of it. Either I drew on top of it, Or in this case, and you'll see, there's a paper that I made and I put on top of this because I didn't want it ruined underneath, and I loved it. So here's my self-care. I have a little tip in for the numbers. Here's where I changed up my sleep, remembering that you need to do this. And this was pretty good. I was like, okay, this is fun. IG post was getting a little better, but not great. I decided to do a lot of reading, so I wanted to make sure I had a reading card to check out. So this was my little reading card. Here's my classes. A brain dump that I never used, but I loved it. And then this one, I believe, was Bettering Your Letters. And this one was Happy Lettering Challenge. I put my challenges in my book. And this was my first one that's all, like I said, all this is watercolor. So I got to play with watercolor and masking these things and making sure that I kept it. So you'll see a lot of different styles that I was messing with watercolors, just having fun and trying something new. So here we are, you know, just trying new things. This one is a little different setup, but I'm staying with the running weekly. I seem to love it. And I decided, oh, well, I'm going to go to binding. I'm going to do a bind book for next year. And then I created this baby. You talk about wanting to go. I think I want to take back what I said. Nope. This is my December setup. This one I wanted to do steampunk, and I just loved this kit. I got a few kits from Victoria Designs, and they did a steampunk, and I decided, okay, yeah, I got to do this. So I used paper bags, grocery paper bags. As you'll see, you can see if you know who this is, you know. And I did that. I stick in their papers, and this is the habit tracker I made, and I made pockets for the habit tracker. It was so much fun. It was so different. I did the circle for that, the intentions. Here's my, and then a little pocket here to let me know what the key was, and then here's the kit. Here's that, and then my steps, and I have one page of that. But I mean, I just had so much fun making this book and playing with it that there's my sleep tracker. And yes, it's not holding down, but you know, you learn from your mistakes. I started putting stuff on here, and then I went, no, I'm just gonna color. So I stopped this part, but I did still use this. I had a reading log. I decided I liked the idea of that, so I decided I was going to do this. These pages, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I put some paper in there just to be on the safe side, but there was pockets here, and then I still need to put these in, but this is the Productive Dragon lettering challenge, or you could draw, with your choice. This one is your daily dose of lettering. I still need to slip these in, which I haven't done yet. Bettering your letters, and they have Happy Lettering Challenge. So I'm going to put those in. And then here's my weeklies. And what I did was, for the running weeklies, I had a little pocket that I could take it out and copy in with a little bit of lace on one. There were some intentions. And just did little things to, you know, change it up. The sticker kits were either from Ugly Duck Planning or My Life Planners. And this is hand sewed because I don't know a sewing machine. And I don't know how to use a sewing machine. And here's some others, and it was just some nice stuff. And then I had this is here. Again, here's the thing with the running weekly. And last but not least, I only did a few days, so I made this was a little pocket that came from the Victoria Designs. And so since it was a short week, with a little bit of ribbon. And that there is all of these bullet journals. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, What was your view on this? What did you think of this 2020 craziness? How did your bullet journaling go? Was it as interesting as mine was? Or as hard at times? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video. For those of you who subscribed to my channel, thank you for subscribing. For those of you who not, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do Plan With Me's, unboxings. I'm trying to move some things from my Twitter over to here, like my artwork. So if you see my icon right over there, click it, then click the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all. That way, when I upload new content, hopefully YouTube is notifying you. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day.